Hello, folks. So in this video, I wanted to talk about charity, right? Donating money and all. One of the interesting things that I heard long ago. This was in 2017 when I was working in my first company. I was actually training there in my first company. The first 2-3 months were training. This was the start of 2018, I think, so around February 2018. So this company is called ThoughtWorks. It's a popular company in the world, to some extent popular. It's also a bit popular in India. So it is there in India, and I was working in the Indian offices in the Chennai office. But it's there all over the world. There are some 36 offices, at least there were. I don't know how many new offices are there now. At the time, a lot of people from different offices all came to India to attend this thing called ThoughtWorks University, right? So it's a university kind of format wherein you learn stuff, you do stuff and whatnot. You have sessions, classes, you have projects and all that. And usually it happens in India, in Pune, or in China, in I forgot the name. I think Xi'an is the name, I think, pronunciation. I forgot the spelling. I think Xian. So in my batch, it was in Pune in India, and I went there. There were a lot of people who came, and there were a lot of all of them were like very, very intellectual, right? Very intellectual people. So one of these people, I think she's from the US. She was talking about charity, and she mentioned how some people could donate money because there are different ways you can actually donate, right? Like just in my previous video was like a video that I just took a few minutes ago. I was talking about donating organs. So that is also some form of charity. You can donate money, you can donate your time, energy and effort. That is volunteer for stuff, right? If you have the time, energy and effort, right? So for example, there are NGOs in India, popular ones like say Bhumi and whatnot, where they have so many kinds of volunteering opportunities. There are volunteers for everything, to even call up people and say stuff like for asking say NGOs or orphan schools and whatnot to actually come and attend some sports event that is actually available for underprivileged kids and whatnot. Do phone calls and get sponsors, get donations from companies as part of the company social responsibility, corporate social responsibility, CSR policy and whatnot, which is I think a government thing and a thing that is there legally, officially available. I think that helps companies reduce their tax or something, I don't know. And companies just like to actually brand themselves as something, as a company that actually donates and does charity, and it's a win-win for them. They become popular and they also do something good. Lot of big companies do great stuff. So and this person I went to ThoughtWorks University with, this girl, this woman was actually saying that she was saying how you can actually donate money instead of time, effort and energy, right? She mentioned this especially in a specific context, right? Like a lot of people want to actually spend time, energy and effort and go work on ground, or put in their time and put in their effort and energy and work. For example, go and take classes, math, English classes and whatnot for underprivileged kids in schools, government schools or just any school, right? Or you can go ahead and conduct events. You can run say blood donation camps for an NGO. You can volunteer. Doing many things, anything and everything, right? There are requirements for volunteers to actually post on social media, interact on social media, and make the NGO's social media presence better, right? So that and say build website and whatnot, right? People like to spend time, energy and effort and do stuff, volunteer, right? This woman, she was saying that maybe pay money. Why? So for example, she was telling about this specific example where a lot of foreigners actually go to different countries and whatnot. Say someone from the US comes to India and does charity, like pays money and also does volunteering work. Imagine the amount of money that the person, let's say it's a woman coming from US to India, she has to actually pay a lot of money to actually travel, right? Travel in the flight and whatnot, and also go back later. So that's a lot of money, a lot of dollars, and then she has to stay here, accommodation and whatnot, food and whatnot, right? It's a lot of money. Let's say she spends 2 lakhs to actually come to India and go back to USA, right? And she is like, now can she actually give that 2 lakhs directly to the charity, the NGO, instead of her being like, I will come here, come to India, and spend time, effort, and energy, and actually serve the people, and that's how I will do charity and donation, and that's how I'll do social work. Great idea, actually. A lot of people do want to do social work. They want to experience things and like experience the whole volunteering experience, experience everything, and experience different countries, experience the people who are in need of help and charity and whatnot. It's a different kind of experience, and people are ready to pay a lot of money for that, right? So let's say she pays 2 lakhs rupees to, or probably even more, to actually come to India and go back to USA, return back. Can she actually give that 2 lakhs money directly to the NGO? And can the NGO use that 2 lakhs money to pay some local volunteer to do the same amount of work that she does? It can be done, yes, but it's people's money. They can decide what they want to do. Some pros and cons. Of course, the pro is, if she, let's say this woman doesn't come from USA to India, and doesn't spend 2 lakhs for the travel only, and apart from that, accommodation and food and all, she doesn't spend 2 lakhs. Instead, she gives the 2 lakhs to the NGO, right? The NGO can use it for multiple things, food or whatever stuff they're doing, right? If it's underprivileged kids, for food, education, and whatnot, well-being and whatnot, dresses, clothes, basically, and they could buy them many things and ensure that their education is taken care of in general, right? Usually food and education is the biggest thing, and then clothes also. But for clothes, people get second-hand clothes somehow, second-hand clothes that people donate and whatnot, right? So, and then get for education, there is teaching costs, there is book costs and whatnot, and then infrastructure costs to build a school or to have a place and whatnot, right? And then and to send the kids to schools, in case the current school only has ability to provide education till some grade, say fifth grade or whatever, and then higher education or college and all is not possible, then yeah, they would use that charity money. But the so now that 2 lakhs rupees, and let's say this USA person or any country person, and they're going to any other country, right? But I'm taking USA as an example and India as an example. But this could be any country, like someone goes from India to, say, I don't know, Indonesia or Philippines or whatever, right? Or any place like, say, Kenya or whatever, any place that is actually struggling in a lot of cases. Almost every country has people who are struggling, needy people, people who need a lot of help, people who need a lot of charity and whatnot. So let's say this person from USA comes and says, I'll come to India and I'll go back to USA, I'll pay that 2 lakhs for that travel, and you want 2 lakhs, right? I'll give you the 2 lakhs money as charity, I'll donate it. Now, you can see it the other way. You can be like, if you are the NGO that is getting the 2 lakhs money, you can be like, you are willing to give me 2 lakhs and also spend your time, energy, and effort, come here and volunteer, and you are also willing to pay 2 lakhs to come to India and go back to USA. Can you pay that 2 lakhs and plus this 2 lakhs, 4 lakhs as money, instead of just giving 2 lakhs as money, right? So you can look at it that way also, maximizing the whole charity donation, right? The whole donation. It's just that the woman's time, effort, and energy will not be provided to the NGO, but she could give this money, right? And also accommodation money, like food money and whatnot, everything that she saves up by not coming to India and not spending time, energy, and effort. So what are the cons though if she doesn't come here I mean, the pros is, I mean, pros of her not coming to India and instead giving all that money is great. Like, yeah, the NGO can get help from the local volunteers and try to get the same level of impact, say, get the same level of time, energy, and effort from a local volunteer, right? Will they have the same level of impact done by some other person from some other country, say from USA? Now, I think the con of someone from USA not coming here is that, first of all, it's a con for the person. I'm not talking about con for the NGO first. It's a con for the person because she doesn't get to experience how it is in India, how bad it is, and whatnot. Like personally experience and see things. And there is a con for the NGO also. Like when people in India come and see that, oh, people from outside countries are coming and doing volunteering and charity work, maybe it might attract more crowd to actually, and might inspire more people, say more people from US or more people from India, just for no reason. Like just be like, oh, people are coming from other countries and helping, we can also probably go and help, some Indian person might think. So, and you can try to make as much impact as possible with this person, the foreign country person, and you can make them as a celebrity and ask them to talk about the NGO and whatnot. Or that is a con, right? So that's the con for the NGO and the whole charity. Or the person can stay in US. Maybe the NGO can use the money to pay an actual celebrity. Like this person also could be an actual celebrity in US and and in India. But let's say they don't come to India, but they pay money. Let's say 2 lakhs or 4 lakhs or whatever. Whatever they would have spent to come to India and whatnot, and whatever they would have come to India and whatever they would have spent, whatever is the value of their time, energy, and effort, and also whatever money they were ready to actually donate, all of it put together as money. The NGO in India can actually pay some celebrity within India and try to get some brand ambassadors and whatnot and try to get more eyes on the NGO. So that's something that they can do. So yeah, it's a very tricky thing. So this is what the person at Thotos University, one of the women, was talking about, how you don't have to actually travel to another country or spend a lot of money to actually spend a lot of money to actually be able to spend a lot of time, energy, and effort to do charity, but you would rather just pay money to the NGO directly, wire transfer the money, and than, according to her, waste money to travels for the food and for the accommodation, and then spend time, energy, and effort. She was like, it's rather a better idea to just pay the money and they'll take care of things, right? But yeah, it's people's choice, because let's say I want to experience helping someone in Kenya, I will pay for it. Though from a logical point of view, you can be like, don't go to Kenya. Whatever money you would spend to go to Kenya, just give that to the Kenyan people directly. Yeah. Also, people like to travel, so that's also a thing. And experience stuff and experience people and experience volunteering and all. Maybe they can reduce that timeline of like volunteering and then just pay more money than spend more money on the whole travel and whatnot. But yeah, you can also travel cheap. That's also a thing that you can do. But yeah, and also interestingly, let's say someone is sponsoring your travel. Let's say my company is sponsoring my travel for the volunteering work. Will the company sponsor my travel? And okay, but will the company actually, instead of sponsoring my travel, just give me the money, and can the company just pay the money, or can the company just pay the money directly to the NGO? I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. So it really depends. So it depends on who is giving you the money, who is sponsoring. Will they agree to give the money directly to the NGO instead of sponsoring your travel, right? Because that's better. But if you can only travel, but you can't get the money just directly, or give it to an NGO directly, then the only way to go is you have to just get the money, travel, and spend your time, effort, and energy to volunteer, because you can't give the money directly to someone. This is just a hypothetical situation that just came to my mind. So yeah, that's all I had for this video, talking about charity and how people can do charity in different ways, and donations and whatnot. People do blood donations, platelet donations, stem cell donations. Apparently, for a lot of blood disorders, you do stem cell donation. Recently, there was a um, camp in one of the expos that I was in for a running event. They were actually taking stem cell samples of people so that they can match it with someone who is infected by or affected by a blood disorder, and if it matches and they need a donor, then they'll actually call you back. So they are creating a database of people and their stem cell samples, um, and the data around the stem cell sample, so that in the future someone needs a donation, someone needs a donor, a matching donor. Apparently 1 in 10 lakh people are a matching donor for someone with a blood disorder, say leukemia and whatnot. So I think it's a blood cancer. So yeah, anything blood related. So it's called DKMS along with Bangalore. So DKMS is actually a German company, German organization, NGO, I believe. Along with Bangalore Medical Center, I think BMC or BMS, I forgot. They're doing a drive and whatnot. They're doing different things, literally a lot of stuff, I think. So yeah, there are different kinds of donations, stem cells and whatnot, and generally just donating your sample so that they can store it as part of available list of donors, so that they can get your donation later in case when needed, when they find that someone has a disorder and you have a matching stem cell to donate and whatnot. Or this is similar to blood donation also, matching blood group to donate and whatnot, and then platelet donation, money donation, and then of course volunteering, donating your time, effort and energy and whatnot, and donating your skills, basically time, effort, energy. So like you have different skills that you can donate and whatnot to, say, be a brand ambassador and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, that's all I had for this video talking about charity donation. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.